Hello, I am Fernanda Paiva, Hitchhiking Stars, and today we'll be talking about the full moon, so the second full moon this August. So it will be on the 31st of August 2023, and is a full moon at 7 degrees Pisces. So we've got the sun at 7 degrees Virgo and the moon at 7 Pisces. Now, this is a blue moon, so right off the bat, this is the second full moon the same month, which is known as a blue moon, which makes me think of the once in a blue moon expression, and how this tends to be seen as a special occasion, really. And I mean, what a beautiful thing to have two full moons in the same month, I think. Now, because of this expression as well of once in a blue moon, I think in general blue moons do reflect opportunities. They do reflect a sense of a rare opportunity coming your way somehow. So there is already like something special about this full moon just by being a blue moon and happening at the very end of August. So this is like already right there. Now, in terms of the Sabian symbol for this full moon, so 7 degrees Pisces, the imagery is a bit intriguing, really, the imagery for this one. So the image is a girl blowing a bugle. So a girl blowing a bugle, apparently, again, according to Dane Roger, this is a call to participation. So this symbol is talking about a call to participation and an evolutionary crisis approaching us as well. So there's something about this symbol in particular, this degree, of the zodiac of Pisces, that talks about the role of the individual in relation to the whole as well. So something about a rebirth that might be happening as well, that this full moon is reflective of. Now, for me, looking at the chart and thinking about this sense of evolutionary crisis and a call to participation as well, I think that's reflective by some of the positions in this full moon. And I think that one of the key words, or one of the key elements for this full moon in Pisces, is becoming aware of the dreams that we can't really continue to pursue. Somehow upgrading our dreams and our ideals as well. So I feel that for most of August, we've been doing a lot of work on ourselves. The Leo season, that was quite powerful. The new moon as well, 23, that we discussed in a previous occasion here. So that sense of healing your sense of individuality, your sense of who you are, and your ability to express yourself creatively. Now, with the shift into the Virgo season and this full moon happening in August as well, emphasizing the Virgo season, it really gives me a sense of a call to participation in terms of service. But with the moon in Pisces, is letting go of illusions, delusions, things that we expected that didn't really turn out to be what it was, things that don't really look as they seem or seem as they look. The sense of confusion that we can think of as well in relation to Pisces, escapism, denial, trying not to really compare the possibilities of what we're dreaming about. So it's really about putting those dreams into service, finding ways of actualizing these dreams. And why do I think that in this full moon? Because usually the moon in Pisces would be definitely emphasizing dreams and creativity, but because Saturn is so close to the moon, so we have a moon at 7 Pisces and Saturn at 3 degrees Pisces. So they're not too far from each other. So Saturn is the planet that's the most involved in this full moon here. And Saturn is about boundaries and limitations, but also making something real. taking something really seriously. That's what Saturn asks from us. And I feel that in this full moon, we're going to be challenged, or we're going to see, as a combination that I usually see in full moons, we're going to see the combination of something that we've been dreaming about, we've been dreaming of, but it's not quite there. It's not really, there's a sense of longing to be somewhere or to be doing something, that we're going to be able to see it being tested. I think that's another key word that I can think of in relation to Saturn, is this sense of challenge and test, and testing the patience, testing how sturdy your dreams are, how sturdy and how able to manifest these dreams you are as well. So I think these are going to be coming up very strongly with this full moon, and the sense of participation perhaps with the 7 degrees, the Sabian symbol for the 7th degree in Pisces is really this call to participate in actually creating something. So we might be facing an evolutionary crisis and have an individual role to play in it. And how are we going to play this role? So how can we let go of what's impossible, or make the impossible possible? With Saturn there, like Saturn is about giving shape and crystallizing. So we could also be crystallizing our dreams, be really turning them into reality somehow. And again, there is this great emphasis in reality. So it's a peculiar full moon Pisces, compared to what we traditionally think about Pisces, because there is an emphasis on Earth there. I mean, we have both the rulers of the two ends of this full moon. So the ruler of the sun in Virgo is Mercury, and Mercury will be in Virgo, will be retrograde in Virgo, 19 degrees. And we have the traditional ruler of Pisces, so Jupiter, so the ruler of the moon and Saturn as well, Jupiter in Taurus. So Jupiter is at 15 degrees Taurus, and we have Mercury coming backwards to trine that Jupiter. And I really feel, because they're both the rulers of the sun and the moon, that there is a way out of this dichotomy. And that the way out, because they're in earth signs, is about manifesting and creating something tangible. Again, the theme of creating something tangible comes into play here this month. And with the full moons definitely emphasized, the energy is emphasized. It's like, yes, there's nothing wrong with dreaming. There's nothing wrong with the realm of the imagination, but try to focus on what you can actually bring into the world, and do it in a way that promotes growth, promotes abundance. That's Jupiter in Taurus as well. That promotes grounding. That's Taurus, but that's also at service of something or someone. You're doing that to connect and to serve other people as well, to be useful to others, which is a big theme during the Virgo season as well. Like, how can you serve better? How can you optimize your daily routines, your diets, your space, and etc. in a way that will allow you to serve more effectively? I think this is one of the key elements of Virgo. And so the sun and this Virgo season is really reflecting this potential, this potential for serving and putting our dreams into reality, and finding out the dreams that don't really, that are not feasible, perhaps letting them go. If we can't crystallize them, turn them into something real, something tangible, something of value, that others can also appreciate and make use of, then maybe during this full moon we're best letting go of it, letting go of these clouds and ideals and dreams that are not really helping us, but distracting us and making us escape from reality, right? So the worst of Pisces is escapism, is really trying to complete, like, hide and forget about life as it is, and not really take play any role in the worldly realm, not really be useful and productive and practical in any way. So this is one of the biggest things here. And again, if we connect the dots and we think about this being a blue moon, this being about a rare opportunity, well, there's something there that we can definitely see and that we can be able to crystallize. And that will be our contribution into this evolutionary crisis that's approaching, that this degree is reflective of. So how can we help? How can we play a part in this crisis? How can we help elevate consciousness in the planet right now? So, and in a very earthy and grounded way as well. Now, the other thing that I really wanted to talk about with this full moon as well, with this sort of rare opportunity or second chance or extra chance that we have with the second full moon in the same month, is Venus. So you know how I've been like touching and talking about Venus like throughout all of the other voice notes as well, because August has been like very marked by Venus going retrograde. So Venus moving backwards and it was moving backwards for 40 something days, 43 days if I'm not wrong. So it's just over a month. And what's happening now with this full moon is that Venus is already beginning to station, to move direct again. So it's about to turn direct. Venus will be turning direct in 3 days. So the 3rd of September is when it's really, really stationing and moving directions. It's already slowing down. That's what I mean. It's like slowing down speed. So many of the things that we've been reviewing, revisiting, getting in touch, the issues that we might have, anything that Venus represents with our sense of self in terms of like, are we attractive? Are we valuing ourselves enough? Are we allowing other people to value us as well? Or are we setting the tone by devaluing us and devaluing our products and what we offer, or devaluing our services as well? Any financial issues, any issues about your feminine identity or the feminine energy in you as well? Anything to do with joy and happiness and abundance as well, because those are also connected with Venus. Whatever it is that you've been working with, now during this full moon it will be emphasized, because Venus is on the very degree that it will be stationing to move direct. So it won't go. So Venus is basically about to shift directions again. And I really feel that when a planet does that, whatever it is that we've been learning, that we've been reassessing during the retrogradation period, we sort of like have a very strong insight, or a situation becomes more dramatic about what's going on. So this might be part of the energy of the full moon as well, like this sort of blueprint, this sort of mark that the Venus in Leo will also be making in the big energy and the big release that this full moon in Pisces will be having. The impact that this full moon will have on us will also have something to do with our values and becoming aware of our values. And I strongly believe that knowing our values, having a list of what our values are, is such an important thing, so we can base our decisions, we can base our actions, and we can always see if we are aligned or not with our values, because that's very, very important and primordial, really, in living an authentic life, or a life that's fulfilling for us. So we might have this opportunity here as well, highlighted by Venus just about to change directions as well at the moment of this full moon. So that's it, really. This is the information I really wanted to share with you. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful time with this blue moon, and make the most of it, and set some beautiful intentions, or have a beautiful ritual as well with this powerful energy. And well, I'll be talking to you soon. Bye bye now.